Hello and welcome to Monday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where today we're going to be taking a look at a puzzle that is apparently a wonderful puzzle, but it has a sort of a sad reason for existing, of a tragic reason for existing, frankly. This puzzle's by Jonesy, who we've featured on the channel many times, and it's just titled simply For Daniel, and Jonesy made it as a tribute, frankly, to Daniel Naroditsky, the chess grandmaster who so sadly passed away earlier this year. Extremely untimely death, awful situation, and it's moved a lot of people, and actually this puzzle has moved a lot of people. We've had a lot of requests to cover this from people for whom Daniel meant a great deal. I talked about this at the time that this happened, but Daniel was a very inspirational guy. He was not only a ridiculously good and talented chess player, he was also somebody who was brilliant to learn from. He had an innate charisma and knack for explaining difficult things simply. Although never consciously, I think this channel, we have that same, we seek to have that same ethos here, which is that of trying to teach in a meaningful way. And Daniel could do that in his sleep. He was absolutely brilliant at it. And anyway, that is why Jonesy made this puzzle, in tribute to somebody he admired greatly, and we are going to cover it today. And obviously, appropriately enough, it has quite a few chess rules going on in it. So that's today's job. I was thinking about whether I could read a bit of poetry. It feels like a day when that might be a sensible thing to do, and I thought I might read Allan, which is a poem by Edgar Allan Poe that I'm sure many of you know very well, but it's a wonderful poem, really, and for me it feels perhaps like a good day to read it. So I'm going to read the poem Allan by Edgar Allan Poe, and I'll do my best to make it to do it justice. From childhood's hour I have not been as others were, I have not seen as others saw, I could not bring my passions from a common spring, from the same source I have not taken my sorrow, I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone, and all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life, was drawn from every depth of good and ill the mystery which binds me still, from the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. That is a good poem. Anyway, let's move swiftly on. I don't want this to be a maudlin video. I really don't. It's a tribute of a video to a great person. So can I mention anything else to you today? I don't think I've got very much else to say. You know the drill. You know where our extra stuff is. Go and check it out if you enjoy the channel. But let's have a look at the rules for Daniel by Jonesy. And these are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, so we're going to have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Digits in a cage sum to the total in the top left corner of the cage. So we've got 4 cages. We haven't actually got much given information today, have we? We've got 4 cages, so those add to 15, those 9, etc. Okay, now this next rule is a strange one. It says digits in box 5, so this is box 5, must not see a digit of the same parity a knight's move away. So what does that mean? So whatever the parity is of this cell, these cells, which are a chess knight's move away, are going to be of a different parity. They're only 2 parities, aren't they? Odds and evens. So that is a really weird rule, but that is a rule. Now there are more rules. So there's a king's move constraint. It says there is a king's move constraint that applies to even digits. An even digit cannot repeat a king's move away from itself. Now, king's moves are strange things in Sudoku, because let's look at this digit. Now, in terms of a king, if this was a chess king, it could obviously move to all of those cells, but many of these couldn't be the same digit because of normal Sudoku rules. All of these ones, they could never be whatever the purple digit is, just because of straightforward Sudoku rules. But these 2 are the ones that are affected. So this king's move rule would apply to those 2, but only if this was even. If it's not even, I don't think that rule applies, or there might be another rule that applies, but it's not. But that rule doesn't. Cells connected by an x sum to 10. Ooh, all possible x's are given. Right. Well, that's a very surprising rule. So that there's what we sometimes refer to as a negative constraint. We know these 2 digits here positively do sum to 10, but we also know about this domino, or this domino, or this domino, or this domino, or this domino. Every other domino in this puzzle does not contain 2 digits that sum to 10. So that's, well, it's going to be important somehow. Now, a white dot connects 2 consecutive digits. Not all possible dots are given. Right, so let's say this was a 2 and this was a 3. In order to make these consecutive, it's absolutely possible that that's a 2-3 pair. There doesn't have to be a white dot between consecutive digits in this puzzle. It's just we know for these particular 2 dominoes there is a white dot relationship. And they, I think, are all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play. Let's get cracking. Let's go there first. A 17 cage must be 8-9. It's actually a little surprising. The 15 cage is either going to be 6-9 or 7-8. But, no, hang on. So, but apart from that, I mean, there's nothing, is there? Hang on, I often do this. I read the rules, and as I read them, I understand them individually, but my brain doesn't sort of take them in a way that's in any way useful. We've got the box 5 parity thing to think about, and the king's move thing, but we don't know which of those is at 8. So if that was 8, it would stop this being an 8. But if this was 8, literally that king's move thing does nothing, or the 8 being here has no effect on the puzzle. Okay, it must be the box 5 thing, mustn't it? So how are we going to do this? Digits in box 5 must not see a digit of the same parity a knight's move away. Sorry, let me just think this through. So how do I use that to my advantage? Because it doesn't seem... For example, if we look at that cell, how do we do this? It's a very clever idea, this, because it's not immediately obvious to me how we do it. Let me just play around. So if the parity of this was purple, which I know it doesn't exist, but I don't want to pontificate that it's odd or even until I actually know. But let's just say this is purple parity. What? Oh, okay. Because that's so maybe it matters. Because I was thinking about the effect of it outside box 5, but maybe it's actually about the effect of it inside box 5. That might be what we have to do. Must not see it. Yeah. So these two are definitely opposite parity to purple parity. Let's make those green parity. Yes, okay. And now these two, that green sees that one, so that's purple parity, and that one sees that one, so that's purple parity. And now, okay, this does, so it actually operates within box 5, which is weird. So this one sees that one, so that's got to be green parity. That one sees that one, so that's got to be green parity. This now sees this one, and that's beautiful. Well, or is it? That's very interesting. I now know the parity, obviously, of the middle cell of the grid. I know the exact parity, because I've got 4 of each parity in the sort of flower that I've made. So, given if you think about the Sudoku digits, there are 5 odd digits in Sudoku, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And there are 4 even digits, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, this one, to break the deadlock, is going to be odd. But that one doesn't see any of the rest of the flower, so we can't really... Well, what we can do with this one, I suppose, is we could say these are now all even, can't we? That must be true. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's done it. That's done it. This is really lovely, actually, Jonesy. Okay, look at this one. This is purple. Now, if purple was odd, then these 2 digits would have to both be even. And that fails, because a 9 total in these 2 digits is an odd number. And an odd number is always made up of the sum of an even and an odd number. So one of these is definitely even, and that would put 5 even digits in box 6. Well, there aren't 5 even digits in Sudoku. So actually, we now know that purple is odd. So our flower, purple is odd, green is now even, and oh no, hang on, I've just done it the wrong way round. No, because what I need is these 2 to be odd, isn't it? So actually, purple is even. How inept is that? To work out the logic and then put the exact thing in that I said it couldn't be. So these are now, so the quincunx in the middle box, we get a quincunx of oddliness. This shape here is called a quincunx, one of my favourite words. It's sort of the 5 on a dice. Right, so can we take this further? So this cell, actually, it doesn't only see those, it sees that one and that one and that one and that one. So this one does a lot of damage. It puts a lot of odd digits around the middle box. Actually, this one sees those 2, so they're odd. That's even by the same token. Yes, that I see. So the sort of outer ring here is always going to have this pattern, isn't it? Because the quincunx sort of overflows and creates that pattern. Now that one is always odd, that one's always odd. This is going very nicely. Now what we mustn't do, we can't use this one. We're only allowed to use the middle. We're only allowed to use the middle one, but those 2 are now even. That one sees that one, so that's odd. And that shape must be symmetrical. So we can put these around the central box. And this is, right, now we're there. Now, well, we're not there, but we've got something, haven't we? Look at row 7. I've got 4 evens in it, so we can fill in these 2 have got to be odd. And that's going to be symmetrical, because everything, we haven't adopted any logic yet that could possibly break symmetry, so we can just fill in a few more odds. Right, look at the 9 cage. The 9 cage has definitely got an even digit in. We've already talked about that. That's going to be the 4th even in this box, so this is odd. that's even by white dot logic. Once we've got an odd digit on it, so for these to be consecutive, that's obviously going to be even. 15, that's going to have an even digit in it. 15 is an odd total, so this is either 6, 9 or 7, 8. So it's got one even digit in it. Again, that completes the even coterie for box 8, and this is going to be odd. Now, oh, did that apply there? Oh, it did. Oh, sorry, I didn't see this. Look, I've got 5 odds in row 4, so this is going to have to be even, and that's our first digit. So we can do those two. That completes the evens for box 4, so that's odd. That completes the odds for row, so that's even for row 6. So we're going somewhere now. Now, can we do that's even by count? We've got all the evens in column 5, which I hadn't seen, so these are odd. So this digit is now not 6 or 8, but this one is. So that's even, completing the evens for this column. So this is odd. 4 odds in this row. I mean, this must be, yeah, I've got all my evens in row 2, so I can fill in a whole load of odds. I've got all my odds in this column now, so let's fill in the others even. That's even to complete 4 evens in box 1. These are both odd. I've already got 4 evens in box 7. I've now got all my evens in row 8, so these are odd. I do enjoy puzzles like this from time to time. I've got all the odds in column 9, so these are even. That's even, and I should be able to work this out. That's odd. There we go. We've done all the colouring. Now, what on earth do we do next? I mean, we can fill in... No, we can't really, actually. That could be 2, 4, 6 or 8, couldn't it? That would work in a 9 cage. This one can't be 8. But 2, 4 and 6 probably work. Oh no. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to get stuck. Ah, this is interesting. That's a... Oh, I've forgotten about the negative constraint as well on x's. Ooh, well, hang on. Oh, let me mull over that in a moment. These two digits are odd and add up to 10, and they're not 1, 9. So those are 3, 7. Which means these are 1, 5 in the box. So these are 2, 4, 6. I'm just going to paint that in and just let me think that through, because none of these touch one another. Yeah, okay, so what's troubling me here a little bit is that if you think about the nature of a domino that sums to 10, it's always going to be 2 digits of the same parity, isn't it? It's either going to be 1 and 9, or 3 and 7, or 2 and 8, and 4 and 6. So we're going to be able to apply this negative constraint in dominoes which are of the same parity. But for example, you know, it's never going to be relevant in the middle box, which is a quincunx, because none of these can sum to 10, because they're always opposite parity to one another. So, I don't know what that means. Okay, hang on, I've got to reread the rules again. Oh, I've got the king. Oh, the king's move. Oh, it'll be colouring. It'll be colouring. Yes, got it. Right, beautiful. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The king's move applies to even digits. So I'm actually going to go to that cell and ask where that cell goes in this box. Because whatever this is, it's even. So it's got to appear in a blue cell in box 4. Well, it can't be a king's move away from itself, and it can't be in its own row, can it? So it's 8. There you go. This is going to do it, I think. We're going to focus exclusively on even digits. Same. Oh, this is it. Yeah, this is really beautiful, Jonesy. This digit, where does it go in this box? It's the same logic, obviously. It's got to go here, and therefore, because it can't be 8, these two are both 6. I'm going to do the same here. This digit has to be in that one by the same logic. So this cell is now 7 or 5 by mathematics. And that cell's got to be there. So it's got to be here by Sudoku. Yeah, we should colour these, shouldn't we? Let's just give them a quick colouring to make sure that we can keep track. So these are the same. So this is this digit. This digit can't be 6 by Sudoku, so that's the only place 6 can go. That's cool, isn't it? It really is. It's a very nice idea, this. This is a 2 or a 4 by Sudoku on greens. Let's make sure we record that. So this is a 6-8 pair, and we can do the order by Sudoku. Now this is a 2 or a 4. That's a 2 or a 4. There's a 6 in one of those cells. That might be, yeah, where's 6 in box 9? Oh, that's been available forever anyway. I just didn't see it. 6 is in one of 2 places in box 7. 8 is in one of 2 places. It might be a puzzle where we basically get to do the even digits almost as a separate puzzle now. Yeah, where's 8? Where's 8 in box 8? It's got to go here. So this has got to be a 7 or a 9. Oh, and that being a 6, I could actually have done this, couldn't I? So that's 9, that's 7. So these are 1, 3, 5. Now, I haven't put 8 into the evens of column 6, so I should do that. So now this is a 6-8 pair in, so this is 2 or 4, and we can see from our colouring that's the purple version, so that's the green version, so that's the green version, which means that's the purple version. This is 8. I don't know, if we may not have needed the colouring, but it's quite fun to do it. Look, we can just do, yeah, we've just got Sudoku going on. This is a 6 now, so this has got to be consecutive with 6. That's 5 or 7. I've got a 5-7 pair in the column. That, I mean, that does do, for example, oh, my watch is buzzing at me. Don't buzz, it's all right. This can't be a 3 now, can it? Because it would be next to 7 on one side of it, and that would make a naughty domino. This digit is 3 or 5. Okay, I don't know yet what to do. Let's carry on and try and do, we can do 6s. We can definitely do more with 6s. There. Now I've got a 2-4 pair here. I can colour them. I'm not sure the colouring of the 2s and 4s has done anything, but it's still, yeah, okay. We can do it a bit more here. Purple can't be next to itself because it's an even digit, so we can apply the king's move constraint. So this is now purple, but I think it's been purple forever, and that's going to be a 6. So we should have done all the 6s. And we have. Have we done all the 8s? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've done all the 8s. And we've got a load of 2s and 4s left. But we know these are different. Is that helpful or not? Oh no, it's the negative constraint in that bottom right hand corner. Green, if that was a 2, that would make a 10 domino. So green, oh no, come on, let me, how do we, I just want to, I want to highlight the ones with green. It won't let me do it, but we can go through green. Now let's make sure I get this right this time. That's a 4 in order to not make a naughty domino. So the purple one, wherever that occurs, is a 2, which means this is a 7, and that's a 3, that's a 5 now. I need 1, 3 and 9 into this column, and we can't put the 3 next to the 7, so there's definitely a 3 down here. We have done all of the evens, haven't we? So it's going to be a case of trying to decipher the odds. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to think about how to do that. I'm not making a very good job of it. Okay, I don't know how to do that efficiently. I'm not allowed to play the King's Move game. So the only games I've got to play are the domino games, not making things add up to 10, and that's it, isn't it? I think that's the only game I can play. Right, okay, well let's start doing some pencil marking and hope that, oh, this isn't a 3 because of this. Right, so what do I need up here? 1, 7, 9. And I can't put 7 next to 3. So 7 is in one of 2 places, for what that's worth. I might as well record it in case it's going to be helpful. I've got a 1, 5 pair. 3 is in the middle of the puzzle, just by Sudoku. I hadn't seen that, but now 3 is in this domino. So 3 is, there we go. So 3 gets placed in box 2, which puts 3 in one of 2 places in box 1. This can't be 7, although it can't be 7 for 2 reasons. So 7, and 3 reasons. It can't be next to a 3 either way round, and there's a 7 here, so there are 3 reasons that this isn't 7. Oh, okay, it's not going to be that then. Ooh. Oh, okay. Look at this domino. If that's not a 7, that would be a 1, 9 pair, and that would be too naughty for words, so that is a 7. Right, that's good. Probably. Oops, 7 goes in one of these 2 cells. Can we do better than that? We need 1s, 5s and 9s into row 2, and this can't be a 9. One of these must be a 5, because again that would be a 1, 9 pair and be too naughty for words. So this is 1 or 9. No, I don't think that does it. Let's double click 3s. Are they doing something clever? 3 is in one of these 2 cells, but the 7's hidden away, so that's not going to be helpful there. Okay. Not sure where to look. What should we do next? 1, 5, 7 into these cells in column 5. Now, can we do any better than that? Yes, that's not 5. I've got 1, 5 in the grid, and it's told me a little snippet about this. It's not a very useful snippet, though, is it? Ooh. This could have a sting in the tail. That cell can't be 3 or 7, because that would make a naughty domino. Right, this digit... Oh, that's brilliant. Right, I think this digit is a 1 or a 5. It can't be 9, and if it was 3 or 7, it would make a naughty domino. Now I've got a 1, 5 pair in this column, so this digit is a 3 or a 7. Somehow that's not doing anything. I've also got a 1, 5 pair, though, in row 7. So I need 3, 7 and 9. So this digit is 7 or 9. And this digit is 3, 7 or 9. No! 9 is now in one of 2 places in box 7. Right, okay. Well, I'm not sure what that does. Probably something. I can't limit this. I don't think I can limit it. I mean, there's obviously things it can't be, like it can't be a 1, 9 pair, but I don't think... Does that limit that cell? I'd be surprised if it does. Oh, 7. Yeah, maybe it's 7s. So 7, or is it 7 is in one of these 2 cells, so 7 is in one of those 2 cells. Did I already know that? So this digit is not 3 and it's not 7, so it's 1, 5 or 9. I think I knew that already if I'd thought it through. Bother. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is getting, it's very interesting, actually. And I think it's correct that it has a little bit of a sting in the tail. I mean, it was beautiful to that point. The logic was all very crisp and clean and smooth, one might say. But it's quite nice that we have to think a bit harder now, providing I can still do it, which would be tragic if I can't. What about 9s in that column? One of 2 places? Is that somehow... No, I don't think that is clever. 3. Where's 3 in this row? That's a very straightforward deduction. That's been available for ages. Right, so that's a 3. So this should do something now. So this is 1, 5, or 9. Whoops, 1, 5, or 9. That 3. Has that? 7. Okay, sorry, I could have also done the 7. Same sort of principle. So these digits are 1, 5, and 9 now. Definitely. I've got a 1, 5, 9 triple here. No, I've got 1, 5, 9 triple there, but it's not even giving me an extra pencil mark, the naughty little thing. So this... Oh, wow. What is going on here? 5. I mean, I can prove that digit's not a 5. That's... I mean, that's really hard. I don't actually think it's going to do anything either. Oh, no, it does. Oh, my goodness. Whoa. Okay, well, I'm definitely using that. Right. Look at where 5 is in this column. It's not an easy point, actually. I was looking at that and noting it couldn't go there. And I seem to have pencil marked 5 out of this one. Oh, because of the 1, 5 pair. So 5 in this column is in one of 2 places. I'm just going to mark it gregariously like this. Now where's 5 in this column? Same 2 cells. Or same 2 rows, if you like. And that is a classic X-wing. Which means the 5s, if we think about it now, the 5s in the finished grid will either form that arrangement or this arrangement. And the key, if you find this sort of pattern, is to realise that the effect, although we identified the so-called X-wing by noting that the 5 is appearing in the columns, the effect it has is in the rows. And the way to understand that is to ask a facetious question. How many 5s are we expecting in row 5? And how many 5s are we expecting in row 9 of the correct solution to this puzzle? And hopefully you would have said 1 5 in this row, correct, and another 5 in this row. So 2 5s in those 2 rows. But we've just said there are 2 5s in those 4 cells. So there can't be any more 5s in this row. That cannot be a 5. Now neither can this. I'm going to pencil mark this, I think. So this is 1, 3, or 7. But the crucial thing I realised is, why does this matter for this cell? Well, this can't be a 1, because 9 and 1 would create a naughty domino, so that is a 3. This is now not a 3. I mean, it would be deeply ironic if that does nothing. It might not, well, I mean, it got me a digit, but it might not do much more than that. So what are these now? 1, 5, 7s. Nah. 9 X-wing? Have we got something similar going on? Very nearly. I know 5 is here. Is that the sort of thing we are going to have to think about? Sort of multiple X-wings. Oh, this can't be a 7, can it? Because, oh, this is really good. This is really good. Because look, if that's a 7, it's another naughty domino. So this is 1 or 5. That's a 1, 5 pair, and this is 7. Good grief. So now I've got another one. I think maybe 1s and 5s. I might have been better just colouring these or something. This 7 is doing some work. So that's 7. That's 3. This is now 3, apparently. 7 is in one of those 2 positions. and 3 is in this position exactly. So 3 is not here. So this is now 9. This now must be 3 because it can't be 1 or 9. It would create naughty dominoes. So this is 1. Ah, there we go. 5. So unwind our X-wings. This is 5. That becomes a 1. That becomes a 1. So this is a 1. So that's a 5. We can do that. So this is now a 9 apparently. Just by Sudoku of all things. This is a 1. This is a 5. Again, just unwinding Sudoku. This is a 7. That might have been available for a while, but I've only just seen it. 5 goes here now. So this isn't 5, but this column is finished. 9, 1, 9. Golly gosh, what a... Well, it's a stunning tribute puzzle. It really is. It is a very, very nice thing that you've made here, Jonesy. Now, this is a 7. This is a 1. This is a 7 by Sudoku. That's a 9. This is a 5, and this is a 1. And that is the solution to the puzzle. This puzzle is dedicated to Daniël Naroditsky, brilliant chess player, humble teacher, beautiful person, who has gone too soon and will be missed and remembered for as long as we may. Rest in peace, Daniël. Indeed, rest in peace, Daniël. That is a very fine tribute. And a puzzle that I'm sure we all wish, in the nicest way, had never had to be made. Jonesy, very good puzzle. Let me know in the comments how you got on with it. Maybe share a few memories of your own memories of Daniël if you did watch his videos, which I'm sure many of you did. We enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.